Landlords and tenants, they both sign an agreement, but that doesn't mean the two always see eye to eye. Renee Norris is the Eviction Mediation Program Coordinator at the Center for Housing and Community Studies at UNCG. So thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. And we get a lot of calls from people who rent and complaining about their landlords not making repairs. What is the best way to talk to your landlord about repairs?
One of the best ways to do is to make sure that you're following their procedures. A lot of times it's in their lease. They may want you to go through their portal if they have a portal for rent, etc., or they want something in writing. And that not only, that even offers more protection to the tenants when they put it into writing. But one of the main things is to know what the landlord expects for
And
you
what
to do when you have to report an issue.
Yes, ma'am. And what action is the best way to take?
So the best way is just to be honest and talk to your landlord immediately when you see an issue. Um, Identify it, notify them in writing, email, phone call if it's necessary. And if you should find it difficult to do that, one of the things that we try to do at our eviction mediation program is to talk to landlords on behalf of tenants because it's going to be difficult sometimes. Um, So I think that would be the main thing. And then if there's serious issues, you can take other steps such as calling code. We are part of the team project with legal aid, where we're at the courthouses in Greensboro and High Point 2 days a week, and you can get talk to legal aid about the maintenance issue as well.
Gotcha. And let's take this time to bust a few myths. Here's the first one. You can withhold your rent to get your landlord to make repairs on your home. Tell us why this is a myth.
That is a myth because North Carolina law does not permit you to withhold rent from your landlord despite the need to have repairs made. There are other things that a tenant can do to try to get the landlord to make repairs or to give them a credit on their rent. Again, that's something you would need to talk to legal aid about or an attorney about, and it's something called rent abatement, but you'd have to file a complaint yourself.
Absolutely. And let's get to what is usually the next complaint from renters. Here's the myth here. Landlords have to fix whatever is wrong within 24 hours. What does the law say versus what we think it should say?
I do not know what the law in North Carolina says. A lot of times, if it's an emergency, yes, it may be that it's 24 hours. But sometimes the landlord, if they have extenuating circumstances, but if it's going on and it's life-threatening or, it's say it's 30 degrees outside and your heat doesn't work, then it's expected they would do it quickly. But I do not know what North Carolina laws. I'm not licensed to practice in this state.
If you do believe that you have given your landlord reasonable time to make repairs and they haven't, what should you do?
I would suggest that you reach out to either us at the Eviction Mediation Program at the Center for Housing Community Studies or reach out to legal aid to try to see if it's something further that can be done legally.
Absolutely. And moving on here, if you're going to be late with your rent, what's the best way to handle that?
I tell people all the time, as soon as you know that you may have a problem, you should immediately notify your landlord. Explain to them what's going on. I know that may be difficult sometimes, but explain to them when you could pay and what your plan is. Landlords like to hear that you have definite dollar amounts and definite dates if you're going to be late making payments. That way you could avoid them perhaps filing for eviction right away. They'll give you time to go ahead and make the payment. But it's important to let them know as soon as you know.
Absolutely. And we have about 20 seconds. Is there anything else you'd like to add that you believe is a problem or common issues that you see?
I guess the main thing is that tenants should be sure to talk to their landlords. When I hear complaints from landlords, they're saying they didn't know certain things were going on. So it's important to talk to your landlords about whatever it is. And if you find it difficult, reach out to someone else to try to help you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. And for folks who may have missed any part of this, or maybe you need to send it to someone who is dealing with this issue, it will be posted in the 2 Wants to Know section.